Okay, go on Vape Radio. Get over it, Pablo and the Rodman. Why? Sometimes you got to.
Yeah, oh no, I totally get it. I've just used those. I probably have uttered that phrase more than
a lot of people have.
Okay, get over it. Go.
I streaked the Senate meeting.
Right.
Get over it.
Right.
I've been to jail a time or two. Get over it.
Right. Done. Dude, man, I was reading here, our good friends over at Me Ones and everything. They, Geoff and Amir.
Smoking Vapor.
Yeah, Smoking Vapor, man. We love those guys. And I hate that we missed them out at ECC, but I know that a lot of people, that's one of the devices. I know we were talking about innovation earlier. I mean, look at the innovation that those guys did with those devices. I mean, I know I would have been, my vacation in Disney World would not have gone as well as it did had I not had my my Me One,
Yeah.
So I think those things are just, they work. You know?
And I'm a fan. I've got my Me Pod right here.
Right.
And it's just a great device.
Right. It is. It really is, man. The Me Pod is amazing. And
super portable. And I like the form factor, just slides in your pocket. Those times when you don't need to tote a big old mod, like you're going to wander around Disney World, you don't need something heavy, weighting you down after 8 hours of standing in line in the heat or whatever. You got your Me Pod. It's nice, light.
I was able to put it around my neck, my chain, and just stick it in my shirt when I'm on a roller coaster or something, pull it out when I needed it. I mean, it's just so
you got a few mils of juice on you wherever you go. That still gives you a good throat hit.
Right. Exactly.
So.
Well, I know they had some problems. I know that they, I haven't experienced any of you. I know you use them as well.
Well, you know what? I did have one that I had one that I kind of abused. That's on me. So I got another one,
right?
And then but it would just hit intermittently, and things were just kind of off with it,
right?
And I heard that they had a batch. Basically a bad batch.
Right. That's what, I saw that. And I saw there's a video. They've got a video out now.
I got another one. Thank you to Yo. That show.
Yeah.
The crew of Vaporized.
Nice.
Got me another one.
I'm good friends with Amir and Geoff. I could get you another one.
Well, I know. But I got the digital black one. I think that's what they call it.
People always want to take mine. That's the problem is I wear them because I wear it always to all the vape conventions, right? How I always wear my, and they always want to take it from me. Let me see all that.
Yeah,
which I've managed to hold on to the last one a little longer than.
And it is a great device to give somebody when they go. So tell me about that vape thing you
do.
Exactly. As they're smoking.
It's a great thing.
Great starter device.
It looks fashionable. It's cool. It's and it works really well.
So we've given away a few.
Yeah. So anyway, they're out at ECC, of course, and actually they spoke with Geoff regarding the batch, and the issues they had. Check this out, man.
All right, Me Fam, I'm here with the owner of Me One and Me Pod, Geoff. And he's going to talk to you guys about some of these recent updates that we have done with the MyPod.
Digging the music.
Geoff, take it away. Kind of let people know what's happened recently with the MyPod.
Yeah, sure. So I think the biggest thing is that we're a company that's always looking out for the end user, right? It's about the experience that you get. And we want to make sure that we exceed your expectations. And we know that with the first edition of the pods, the V1, essentially, they came out, there was some leaking and some sweating on the pods. And so we really weren't delivering what we promised. And so anybody that has any issues with any pods ever can email us or call our customer service. We'll replace the pods 100%. And we've made some significant changes. The old pods, which is this one, we had some sweating and some leaking. Altitudes or get on a plane and it would cause issues with basically the liquid getting into the MePod device. So what we did was we changed it and we added a complete silicone seal on the inside of the device and also on the bottom. So what that did was it's a double seal. So we silicone seal it and we also sonic seal the plastic. And so what that does for us is that there's no more leaking, no more sweating. It's not pressure sensitive, so you can fly on a plane with it. You can travel with it and you won't have any issues. It prevents the leaking from getting into the device and it prevents any issues with your device. So that's what we did with the pods for the new upgraded version 2. They're available to all of our distribution, most stores at this point. And you can tell because of the silicone seal if it's the most updated. Also on the devices themselves, the issue that we had was that the airflow sensor was getting wet when the pods were leaking. So originally in March, we thought we fixed it because we put a cover on the airflow sensor. And but that stopped it from the leaking that was happening on the sides. We also found through QC testing and engineering testing that the pods were also leaking from the center post, and that was causing the issue. So we redesigned the body on the inside completely. We changed it so there's a baffle system now and a soaking pad in case anything happens. And since May, we haven't had a single issue with the leaking being a problem for the meat pods. So any of the items that have a date that's 2018-0523 or higher, so that basically the serial number is the date it was produced on. Right. Any of those that are 0523 or higher, we're not going to have any issues with. And those are all the latest and greatest. So anybody out there that has an older device that's 0523 or lower and that has an issue with it can give us a call, email us, call 800-768-9982, and we will completely take care of replacing it and getting them a new device. So.
Yeah, and I think overall, because I've seen on Reddit the things that you've been posting as the owner, like a lot of people don't know, Geoff actually goes on to these different forums himself. He cares about customer service. It comes from the top down, so you're very customer service driven. It's the customer even more so before the product, because the customer inspires the product. And any device that has any issue, the main point is we'll take care of it. We will help you out. Know that we're not running away from this. There's no excuses being made. It's a little issue with a small percentage of devices, and we've taken care of it.
Yeah, and it was a small percentage, but it doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, the consumer has to get what they pay for. And I believe, and the values of our company is that we believe in transparency. And so if we have a problem as an American business in the vape industry, and in the hardware side, we're one of very few. Most of the guys that make hardware are just Chinese manufacturers that are pushing stuff into the US. We're an American brand. We engineer, we design, we 3D print, we model everything here to make sure that it's what we want. And at the end of the day, it's looking at the consumers, and they're the ones telling us how it's supposed to be. And I need to make sure that we exceed that expectation through service, through quality, through the product. And now we're even trying to step up our game from a fashion and luxury standpoint to be unique and different, and add something special to the vape industry that hasn't existed before. And we're really proud of the new line, the new designs, the quality on the devices that we're actually producing and turning out right now. And we're excited and grateful for everybody who's a part of the MePod family, anybody who's bought a device from us. We stand behind you and your vape journey. And for people to make that switch to something that is as awesome as vaping, it warms my heart every time I see a letter from somebody who said that we helped them make that switch. And so I want to make sure that every product that we design and deliver exceeds those expectations. So.
Yeah, and I can tell you, first and foremost, just here at ECC 2018, the reception.
It's very good. A lot of good information there. Yeah. And the fact that they're coming out and going like, hey, look, there was a problem. It's batch numbers up to this. Anything before this, we will gladly replace and take care of and take care of you and fix it, make it right. And, for a company to come out and do that, I think that says volumes about the character of that company that you're dealing with and the product that they're putting out. And no, they're not advertisers here on Vape Radio. We're not saying that like we're getting paid to or anything. Like, that's just a fact, I mean, that's just a fact.
We're just hoping they'll introduce us to Buffalo Juice Girl.
Yeah, I know her.
Gina. I know we love Gina.
She's awesome.
No, but you know what? You bring up a very good point. That is the words coming out of Jeff's mouth there. That is the sound of a responsible businessman.
Right, and to fully come out and address it before it really becomes, that's the first.
Be out ahead of the thing and
really
say,
hey,
we had a couple of issues. Yeah. We looked into it. We did further testing.
Right.
We corrected the issue. And if you have one of these, ones that
older
were
devices,
affected, hey, we got you covered.
We got your back. Yeah.
You can't ask for more than that from a company. So
very cool.
Props to the.
We need to try to get Geoff or Amir on the phone. Maybe give him a call sometime.
Maybe I've been messing up though, because I've been calling it the MePod.
It's a MyPod. Yeah, I know. Well, you know what? And I always had the tendency to say the Me1 because back when I first met, I remember meeting Amir and Geoff in Arizona. It's been over a couple of years ago, and them, him pulling it out of his pocket, Amir, and we're having lunch together, and he shows me we're sitting side by side. He's like, "Look at this." I'm like, "Oh, wow!" And so, I remember when they were first getting on that level of it, and it's that thing is blown up. I would say to me, and me, I'm not a small device guy, but that's the small device I will use,
right?
Because it hits, it works, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you see me at a vape convention, I've got one around my neck at all times. Literally, if I'm on vacation, I've got one on my neck.
Right.
If I'm going anywhere where I think I may be away, any length of time for my home, I probably got one handy, or Julie does, one or the other. So,
and maybe I'm just a selfish bastard. Maybe that's why I've been calling it the me pod.
Right, it's me.
It's all about me.
It's me.
It's all about the my.
It's a me pod. Yeah,
it's the Pablo pod.
It's all about me. The Pablo pod. They need to do that, huh? See, you need to get a Pablo pod, and I need to get a rod mod. Mad Modder, where you at?
Oh,
rod mod.
We got ideas. Oh wait, it's post 8/8.
Oh, we could just
warning: this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Now, a Vape Radio news update from Vape News Magazine.